So thanks for viewing this special weather briefing for the Arklamis region for June 25th, 2023. And as mentioned, my name is David Cox, lead meteorologist here at the National Weather Service. So the highlights for this briefing, we will cover the severe storms that are likely this evening. Hazards from these storms are damaging winds of 70 to 80 miles per hour, quarter-size hail, and a tornado cannot be ruled out. We'll also go over the timing. And then we'll also briefly mention cover the extremely dangerous heat stress that's likely this week, which could also have some impacts on any residents that have issues with any power outages. The severe weather that is likely tonight is expected to move into the northwestern delta late this evening and spread to the east-southeast through the overnight hours. We're expecting in the delta by early evening into the Natchez Trace corridor, by late evening, Interstate 20 corridor by late tonight through early Monday. So right now, we do see potential. There is development ongoing in Arkansas right now that will eventually congeal into a line of storms that could bring potentially 70 to 80 miles per hour winds and quarter-size hail. As those storms move in north of Interstate 20, a tornado can't be ruled out, especially in any storms that orient more to the southwest to northeast. But the main concern with this line will be damaging winds greater than 60, 70 miles per hour. And in some cases, we've seen indications of 70 to 80 miles per hour. The environment's very prime, so there's have been some uncertainties leading into the event, but we are seeing indications with the analysis this morning and other bits of indications of that this looks more likely that this will occur over into the evening. So as mentioned before, we'll briefly cover the heat this week, and the reason we wanted to mention this is just potential that if this is a more widespread damaging wind event, this definitely could be a concern with the next few days. So as we go through early and into later in the week, we are expecting extremely dangerous heat with temperatures late in the week into the upper 90s, near 100 degrees for several days, and heat indices greater than widespread heat advisory, potential for excessive heat warnings area-wide. And so with that being said, heat stroke and heat exhaustion become more likely as we go later in the week. So that definitely will be a concern depending on how the storms today play out. So that's really it. Mainly cover the severe storms likely this evening with the damaging winds of 70 miles to 80 miles per hour, quarter-size hail, and as mentioned before, a tornado can be ruled out. We mentioned the timing around late this evening in the delta, around 10 p.m. to midnight or so in the Interstate 20 corridor, and could be some threat that could persist into southeast Mississippi or even some redevelopment in the wake tonight, but majority of it's going to be with that leading edge of that line of storms. And depending on how today pans out, that can have an impact it can have impacts to residents because we are anticipating extremely dangerous heat stress likely later this week. So if there's numerous power outages, that definitely will be even more of a concern.